Hey, how you doing? I wanted to do a little update about the video I put out yesterday. That video was about NFTs, inclusion, low cost, using Twitter to promote and marketing for basically sharing anything. So it could be a product that you're putting out, a digital asset, an event, anything like that. So I put up a tweet yesterday about that NFTs, nano transactions, and inclusion. And I also put in the bottom of that tweet, drop your handle. So people are actively doing searches for $handle. And what happened is three people put like their handles on the bottom of it. So one of the cool tools that I was discussing yesterday, this Pew Pew, which is like a ability to fire messages off, multiple messages off with small transactions or transactions of any size that you want to put in actually. And one of the cool things about it is that you can automatically pull in the people from a tweet. So if we go back to this tweet that I put out yesterday with the replies that are on here, if I just copy that from the top, go to Pew Pew, which is at pay-pistol.webapp, top left hand corner you'll see this little Twitter button. If you click on it, you can load from Twitter or Twitch. Twitch is like the decentralized version of Twitter. So it creates a custom list with all $handles replied to one of your posts. So all I need to do is copy that in there, click on go, and what it'll do is it will go and get that tweet and see if any handles replied to that tweet. So you can see that it's actually filled in some people here. And then I can add a note to that. So it might be like, check out my latest NFT or whatever. And then I can just send them do this multi-pew, which will take these three people and send them whatever value that I put up here at the top. So what ends up happening is that you see in your handcash that when you go to payments and you click on the actual pay pistol, you'll see that it sends it to these three people that were on that list. And I just put thanks for the engagement, and it cost me 37 euros, which is kind of a standardization because it's a little bit confusing to send in they didn't really have a definition for it before. It was just like X amount of satoshis, which your average person doesn't really understand. I think this makes it a lot easier, even though you do get the dollar value underneath. I really like euros. It was a bit of a gamble, I think, but it does work really nicely. So I basically sent 0.01 cent to each one of these people, and then there's a network fee which actually costs 32 euros, which is less. What is that, like less than 1 cent? So it cost me a little bit to send it, but not much. And then you get like an invoice of all the things that come through here. You can see these are all like messages from genuine retweets, full messages that are available for me to retweet, where I can get 0.10 cents back. So you can see how this like circular economy kind of works out pretty nice. So obviously you're going to need BSV to use this tool. I think it's an amazing tool for doing promotion on Twitter, and you can build up that list relatively quickly. You can buy BSV using Exodus wallet. If you go to exodus.com/bitcoin-sv-wallet, inside of Exodus you can do a search for bitcoinSV, and they've said that there was some experiencing issues on the network, but it's operational now, so you can send and receive. Looks like they're currently working to resolve their full exchange availability, but there is other places you can get it from. Exodus is a really easy one to use for people who are not very savvy with the computers. It's a good piece of software for buying and exchanging and transferring. So there's that. And then a couple of things I wanted to mention is that another one which is really good that I've started to follow along with and actually want to hook up at some point is from this company called what are they? Bitstocks. So they have a UK place to buy, sell, and store Bitcoin, and it's at gravitybitstocks.com. You can see it here. I created a little short link, humble.video field-the-gravity, which will use my referral code if you want to go and hook up that. If you want to buy Bitcoin SV, you can get it from those guys as well. Very clean, very nice layout. The reason why I put up their YouTube channel is I've been watching a lot of their content, and they do some really thought-provoking good stuff. Like I watched this video first, which was BSV in the real world with Nathan Cropper, and this guy is a compliance officer for some kind of financial institution, and they had a really good chat going back and forth about crypto and the anonymous native behind it, or the know your customer, so KYC. Definitely watch that. These guys, the guy on the left on here is the one who's on the team, or I think co-created or created Gravity over on Bitstocks. Very simple UI, very easy to use. Once you've added your bank account, you can load from your UK bank account straight into like buying Bitcoin or bitcoinSV. Last thing I wanted to show you, got a bit of a cold, I don't know where it's come from. Last thing I wanted to show you is Tonic Pow. I mentioned it yesterday about setting up marketing, but they've got a really easy section inside of their system for advertiser profiles. You can set up all your campaigns in here. You can even link it to an app if you want to build an app, and it gives you all the stats as well. And you can create as many advertisers as you want and link campaigns to those. So you can run a fairly small campaign, I think from like $10 upwards, and that appears on the main page then, and people can click through, and you can set various parameters, like they must be authorized on Twitter and things like that. So combining these things together, using this little tool to promote stuff out, loading up an account balance on handcash, which looks like Cash App if you've ever used that. Very easy to do promotions on tweets using the blockchain, using BSV. Very, very low fees, incredibly fast. And two new things that I'm looking at that I haven't really integrated yet, but I'm definitely going to integrate at some point. I'm just not sure where it fits into the pipeline of all these things. Maybe on a landing page, I'm thinking right now. The Ultimate Tipping app. This is a demo button, it won't send real money. You can define what level of clap. When somebody clicks it, it does this little animation and puts a number above it. You can set what that you want to be. So you could probably put it on a landing page with a bunch of free information that you're giving out, and if people find it useful, they can click on it and instantly pay you from whatever account that you've got linked to it. So I think it uses handcash, but you can embed it on your blog, or you can just use a custom link. I've got a custom link inside of my Twitter profile, but I'm very interested in using this. I like the fact that you can use a custom figure on that. The only thing I don't like right now is that they don't know how much that's going to be until they click it, and I think the majority of people who are using this are expecting it to be around this kind of value, 0.1. There's also stuff on Relica, which is the Instagram clone but on BSV, where you can actually upload a piece of content for a certain price. I'm just trying to work out how this all fits in at the minute, but like I say, it's got like a customizable button, and you can put some text on it on your website, and you can have a URL that takes people straight to that. So maybe if you're doing a video, you could create a whole scene with that URL in, maybe as a QR code. People go there while you're live on stream, they click it, and then you start receiving funds through. Maybe you want to show your payments dashboard live as those things come in, so people could see how quick and easy that is to do. It's definitely a lot easier than doing donations on something like YouTube or Twitch. All right, I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.